Hello YouTube. Long time no speak. Let's see. It was one of these weird things where I actually started doing a vlog 3 or 4 times, and I would do it for a day or a couple of days and then would forget or just stop. I haven't really been doing anything interesting, you know, so I didn't really know what to do. I still aren't really doing, I'm still not doing anything interesting, but you know, whatever. It is the 5th of October. OMG. It is the 5th of October. Let's see, my mum is moving in with me in about a week or so. We've got the stair lift already in place. I'll show you that a little bit later on. Let's see what else. Callie is expecting baby number 2 in about 2 months time. It's another boy, so yay. And that's about all for exciting news, really. Yeah. That's it. Yay, thanks for coming. See you next time. Yeah, I don't know. Life is boring. There is nothing going on. I'm not doing anything. You know, I've hurt my back. There you go. That's a bit of interesting news. Yeah, I'm sure there's more, but I'm gonna eat my eat my chicken burger. So, and then I got some makeup to show you that I bought yesterday while I was out shopping, and I need to find some painkillers because my back really hurts. So I'll talk to you in a minute. I'm going to show you quickly my 2 palettes that I bought yesterday. I went in TK Maxx, and I don't know if it's the same in the States, but in the UK, TK Maxx has like a cheap makeup counter. That's where I got my big palette that I always use. Yesterday I picked up this one. It says Truth or Bear by Nicole Miller, New York, and it's a nude eyeshadow palette, and I really like it. It's protected. I can't get into it. Hang on. It's got an invisible force field. God, I get why they do this, but you know, stop sticky fingers and that. Why do they have to make it impossible to get off? Right, done it. So this is the first one that I bought. Isn't that gorgeous? Some of the colours look really odd on camera. Like, these look like way yellower than they actually are. But I would probably use the majority of these colours. So yeah, really like that one. And it's got a massive mirror, which is cool. And then I also bought, this one's also got a sticky thing on it. Another Nicole Miller, A Little Glitter, A Lot of Glam. And this one has, this is more sort of brownies. Hang on, this is again got a sticky lid thing on it, which is brilliant because it holds it all in place during transport. Look at those are gorgeous. This palette really spoke to me in the shop, so I think I'm going to use this one today. And if you're wondering about the white, it's I'm baking, apparently. I don't know, I'm trying this out. Anyway, let's try this palette. I've got my usual makeup brush. I'm actually going to use both because I want to do like a smoky type eye. So I'm going to start off with, oh, I don't know what colour to use. Let's try that one. Now, I've not tried Nicole Miller before, so I've got, oh, that's quite, oh, that's nice. That's quite gold, actually. It's very subtle colours. That's very pale. So, should I go more goldies and browns, or... Okay, so let's try this one. That's ever so slightly darker. These are very subtle. So it'll be interesting to see how well they show up past my glasses. When I do my makeup, I do, because I've discovered over the years that my glasses are ever so slightly tinted because I'm photosensitive. And I've found I could do this lovely face of makeup that then promptly disappears the moment I put my glasses on. Not good. So I've discovered if I put my mirror a little bit further away, my mirror's about 2-3 feet away from me, that it looks like a little bit better because I tend to put it on a little bit heavier. Right, I'm actually thinking I might go, there's a beautiful red on here that I'm seriously looking at. So this is another reason why I bake, because I've got some fallout from the eyeshadow. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use some of the oh, that's dark. Yeah, I bake the zone there so that when I am ready and I just swipe it off, it goes off with the powder and I don't get any streaks. Oh, that looks good. Fire going on here. Just brush my brush off. In a little bit. Oh, I know that looks really dark on camera. It won't once I put my glasses on, trust me. Now, this is another trick I've learned. If you want to do like a really light colour here, but you've like made a mess, this is a great thing to do. Grab a, excuse me, like a lip brush and get some of your foundation and go over where you want to paint, or where you want to lighten especially. I need to find out if I've got a gold highlighter to go with all of this, because this is quite a gold look for me. And I'm going to add more gold to it in a moment. And the foundation will also help if you've got like major sparkly shadows that need a glue or a fixative to stay on. I mean, I don't use anything like that, glues or fixatives. I just plonk it on and hope for the best, really, you know. Well, that went on a lot messier on that eye than it did on my first eye. Let's wipe some of that off. That brush needs a clean. I'm sort of trying to blend it slightly so that that brush needs a real clean. Now I've got either a beautiful red, which I don't know that I want to mix with that red, or like quite a light gold, so I'm thinking I might try the light gold. Make sure my brush is completely cleaned off. I might dab it with my finger actually. And then you just sort of add that on top of the slightly damp foundation. Oh, what a gorgeous colour. And then you can blend it in with your finger to the rest of the eyeshadow. Wow, that's a gorgeous colour, you guys. I don't know if you can see that as well. But that is absolutely, and it is so pigmented, you know. My brain got all confused then about which eye to shut. Oh yeah, look at you, God, look at you go, girl. So the slightly tacky foundation that I've just put underneath this will help hold it throughout the day, and it works well on like heavy glitters as well. Oh fuck yes. Oh, I like a lot. Right, now I want a little bit of something under the eye, and what I use is this Barry M like eyeshadow brush. It's bent where it sits in the box. And I'm thinking, do you know, I'm thinking on that gold underneath. First and foremost, I'm going to wipe off the excess bake from underneath. Now, I'm actually thinking I might carry that gold round underneath. Or shall I do the red? Let's do the red, and then you can sort of blend it together. And I just go a little bit on my brush. I've only just started doing this because I don't really know that much about it. And I don't know whether I'm doing it right, and I don't know whether I look silly when I do it. But I sort of colour in the lash line and just underneath it, like that, so sort of halfway. Then I get my first brush and I just sort of blend it with the rest of it. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of product on this brush, like so, to sort of give it a slight all-round look. I'm a bit worried I look a bit like a panda when I do it. I don't know, does that look good? It's a bit more dragged down on the other eye. That's the thing I find hard, is getting it too much. Stop, otherwise you'll end up looking like a fucking weird panda or something. Right. I don't know whether that looks good or not. I'm a bit useless at this kind of thing. I'm going to use a little bit of highlighter today because this palette is so gorgeous. Okay. I'll put some blush on. Blush makes the world go round. I don't wanna die, but I ain't keen on living either. Just a little bit to the top of my eyes. I also like to put a little bit of highlighter in there. I used to go mad with the highlighter, but you know. Okay. Let's put that side away and that side away. Oops. Oh, I need to... Oh, where's my setting spray? There it is. Now, before I do any of my wet makeup, so my brows, my mascara, my lippy, I set my powder, spray my sponge, and just dab it. The same way you do when you're blending. If you're wearing like a heavy glitter eyeshadow, I usually just spray my eyes and leave it. But this actually sits really nice. Can you see that? I am so pleased with that. That is gorgeous. Love it. So that's it. I'll leave that like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my brows. I use Brow This Way. I used to use this. This is also Brow This Way. But this has run out and they don't seem to make it anymore. Bummer. So I'm having to learn how to do it with a spoolie and yeah, and I don't know whether I'm doing it right, but as long as I get a little bit of something, I don't fucking know. I mean, my brows look slightly darker with it on, just ever so slightly, just a little bit of... I'm a bit mad the first time I used it and used far too much and ended up with these rather scary looking fucking things above my... And I used the dark one as well, which was too dark for me. So there you go, that's just to give it a little bit of, you know. Let's put that in there. And now I'm going to mascara. Because, you know, you just gotta do them lashes. I don't wear false... I'd love to wear false lashes. I used to. Sometimes, you know, when I felt like fucking around with them for hours on end. But now that I wear glasses, I found that if I wear longer lashes, they hit the glasses and that it just winds me up. So and yes, I do a full mascara. And I find once you start doing things like your mascara and your eyebrows, it makes the rest of your eyes a bit calmer. So like where I've gone underneath with the eyeshadow. It looks a lot calmer now. Well, I think so anyway. Use this. Make sure it's dry before you let your hair down. Because if you let your hair down, it's just going to rub it off. Ask me how I know. Okay, now for the lips. That's not too bad. See, once you put the glasses on, it totally changes the look of the eyeshadow. So, right, I need to... Does anybody know a good way to sharpen these fucking things without, you know... Oh, I just make a huge mess when I try it. Where's my sharpener? Oh, fuck. So somebody said the end's supposed to come off, but I never find that. I don't know where my sharpener is. Smudge it a little. And then I am using, is this, oh, L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-Hour Lipstick. And this is in the colour, it's so tiny. I think that's 115. Oh, this is Intensely Mocha or something. Now, I bought this thinking this was the colour that I always used to wear. And the colour I always used to wear is actually called Bear something or other, but I thought it was Mocha. And I bought this, and this is actually lighter. And I was like, surely Mocha would be darker. But, you know, what do I know? And if you're looking for a good lipstick that lasts all frickin' day, I cannot recommend this enough. And I've tried lots of Superstay lipsticks, but the this Infallible 24-Hour is a really, really good one. And then so is this. This is Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, and I love these as well. This I only discovered like a little while ago, and I hadn't given it a fair chance when I first bought it, but now I find it lasts really, really well. My daughter doesn't, funnily enough. I've put this exact same lipstick on her, and she's then gone out to dinner and it's worn off, which is weird. I think it's because I give it a little bit more time to dry than she did, but you know, whatever. I don't tend to use the colour booster thing. It's a boosting balm, because I don't take it out with me, and I don't think to do that. If you could separate them, Maybelline, if you could separate these so I could take the colour booster out with me without carrying the whole frickin' lipstick, that would be incredible, but you don't. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain. Oh dear. Yeah, my nose is running now. Why does that always happen? Oh, and the last thing you need to do is clean off your jewellery and make it sparkle. So yeah, I mean, I guess I should stick this in my bag as it is, but I have a new bag. Oh, something else I also bought, which I didn't use today, is a contour stick. I know nothing about contouring. This is something I want to have a play with, and I really hope this isn't too dark. This is the colour Truffle. Like I said, I don't know anything about contouring, so I'm going to be interested to see. And this is by Masauda Milano, and it says cover stick foundation, but I figure, well, I can use it as a contour stick. So I'm going to have a go with it and see if I can figure it out. But I literally do not contour. I don't know how to. You see me use the powder to set everything. My nose is running. But yeah, when it comes to contouring, I don't really know that much about it. So yeah, those were my purchases yesterday 2 palettes and the contour or the foundation stick. So yeah, quite pleased with that. Right. So let's go for a walk around the house. Let's see. I'm taking Mum out today. We are going out to it's called an independent living centre, and what they do is they have gadgets basically for elderly or physically disabled people to assist them in their living. So things like kettle tippers. That's tea kettle for those of you who do not live in England. So that's one of these. And you put it in a frame, and what this allows you to do is tip the kettle without picking it up. So, you know, my mum's hands are starting to get a bit sore now. So if she can tip the kettle without picking it up, then that is, you know, best thing for her. She can't fill the kettle up at home, so she fills a jug and does it that way because the kettle's too heavy for her. So yeah. Anyway, this is the stair lift. Goes down like that, and then there's a foot plate at the bottom which you can also collapse down, and it goes all the way up the stairs, round the corner, all the way to the top. It cost a fucking fortune because we had to get one made because our staircase is narrow and it's got the turn at the top. So yeah, we also get 2 remotes. So this you know, if you're upstairs and the stair lift is downstairs, you can call it. It's slow and it's noisy, but you know, there you go. And now Mum will go up backwards like that because my mum's got very, very large legs. Her knees and that, basically she's swollen from about mid-thigh down, and she would hit the banister otherwise. But look, it comes down, and then as it gets to the bottom it turns so she can exit the vehicle. Doo-doo. That means it's back on its charging. It does like contactless charging, both at the top and the bottom of the rails, which is incredible. So yeah, that's cool. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm looking at changing Isis' groomer. There's nothing wrong with her groomer, but Isis is now almost completely blind, bless her. And she's finding being in the grooming parlour with a load of other dogs and 3 adults, because you have 2 people cutting and 1 doing the washing and the drying and that. She's finding that overwhelming, so she was quite distressed last time, and I spoke to the girl who used to cut her hair at that parlour. She's off. She's stopped working there, and apparently she's going independent, which is awesome. And I didn't know that, but I sent her a message and I said, look, you know, I think she might benefit from, you know, an independent groomer. What do you think? And she was like, oh bless her, because she's not seen it for a few months. And she said she really missed her, and she said, well, she said, if you can wait, she said, I'm just waiting on a dryer, because a dog dryer is slightly different from a human hair dryer. It's not quite so hot, because you can burn your dog if you use a regular hairdryer on it. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. Yeah, so she was like, if you can wait, she said, I can take her, and I'll only be doing 1 dog a day, so she won't have other dogs except hers, Dudley, to deal with, and the groomer can take her time, and so can my dog. So I was like, awesome. And I hate confrontation, so when I went back to pick Isis up from the grooming parlour, I said to her, you know, do you think she would benefit from you know, a solo groomer? And she immediately said yes. So, which made me feel really, really guilty that Isis had obviously been struggling there, but then I was also a little bit annoyed that they hadn't told me, look, we don't think she's coping here. So yeah. So she immediately said yes. So I was like, right, okay. And she said, oh, I'll call the girl that I'd previously spoken to. So I was like, oh, okay. And she said, and you can take her there because she's going independent. And I was like, oh, right, okay then. And then I text the girl and I was like, the groomer's going to call you later. And she was like, why? I said, to refer Isis to you. And she was like, oh my God. And I was like, I didn't want to make her feel like that I didn't love her anymore. And she was like, oh my God. I was just like, this is what I'm like. I don't dare tell people that I'm doing something different. I've got no painkillers. My back is killing me. I know I've got some paracetamol upstairs. So yeah, this is just because I'm such a wuss. I love my fucking eyeshadow today, you guys. Oh, lordy. So the rule is at the moment, anybody who comes round who hasn't already been round gets to have one go on the stair lift. One. So I got to go on it first. And Mum's been round and she had a go on it. She came round yesterday and she had a go on it. Daryl got to go on it. My neighbour's been on it. Kyle's been on it. Callie was like, hell no, because she's like quite heavily pregnant and she was terrified that she would break it or so. I don't know. She was just like, no, I'm not getting in that. And yeah, Matt and Sandra haven't had a go in it yet. And I was like, anybody else who wants more than one go, I'm going to charge, like Disney. And we were talking the other day, sorry, I'm just prepping you to stand you down again. We were talking like, you know, how much would you charge for a premium ride going up and down my stairs? And we've come to the conclusion it would be £350. You know, I think that's quite a good price when you consider how much Disney charges. Right. Now, my neighbour's not answered me. Oh, she might have actually, hang on. Oh. My neighbour answered me, she was like, can you let the dogs out when you get back? That would be great. But I was like, when I get back from the school run or when I get back from going out? And it now looks like it's going to rain, so I'm sort of like, I think I might just open the door and see if I can get them to go for a wee and then shut them in again, because I don't want to leave her house open if it's raining and I need to go find my mum's coat. So anyway, I'm going to go and yeah. Oh, do you want to see the finished look? I'm loving my hair at the moment. It's I love it, especially when I've braided it, because it just gives it so much body, and you know. And this isn't all my hair. I've still got like all of this at the back, so don't think I've done that thing where the people part it down the middle and bring it all forward. I haven't. So yeah, this is and this isn't all my hair. So I've got like quite a lot of like these synthetics in for A, colour, and B, body, because I love it. I just wish I could get more on the top. So yeah, and I've got these three because I love these braids. I got those when I got this set of synthetics, and I wish I'd said to her, could you put more braids in, because they're just beautiful. So yeah, and then I've got my wraps. This one came from Rohan Made, and this one, and I've got one on the back to match it, came from Elena in Manchester. So yeah. Oh, and I've also got, oh, I haven't showed you guys this, have I? Look, this is freaking awesome. Look at my Davy Jones bead. Is it focusing on it? I hope you can see that. I really hope you can see that, because I freaking love this bead. It is so cool. Trouble is, I've wedged it on that dread and I now can't get it off. And I sometimes think, because it's like right behind my ear, that I would have preferred it on like maybe this one, a bit more forward. But yeah, I can't get it off because it's so tight. But I mean, fracking look how cool he is. And I saw loads of people selling these on Etsy, which annoys me because Etsy's supposed to be for handmade stuff. But yeah, loads of people selling them on Etsy for like 9-10 quid. And then I found this one guy that sold it for 3 quid, and I was like, oh fuck you. So there we go. Right, turn off my peripherals from my computer. and I need to go and find my mum's coat because it is going to rain and I'm not going to open the door for the dogs. I'm going to let them out and see how we go. Anyway, I'll see you later. Have fun, be good. Hello. It is, what day is it? It's Thursday. Thursday. And Callie and me are in Southampton for the day. Yay! She's got a big bump. Look at the big bump.
There you go.
Look at it. Look, she's got another 10 weeks. 10 weeks and massive. And she's been put uncomfortable, poor thing, so we had to get a support band for her. But I was going to show you this. So yeah, look at these. Stunning, massive. See if I can zoom in. Two massive, that's as far as I can go on my phone camera. Cruise ships. The Norwegian. What's that say? I can't read that. I'm fucking blind. I can't read that. The Victoria was in the other day, but yeah. Then there's a cargo boat. What's that dome thing over there, Callie? Do you know? There's a dome thing. So this is Southampton Docks. This is where we come in when we come over on the car ferry, and that's the car ferry there. Anyway, but yeah, you come in there and you drive out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has become necessary to evacuate the ship. Please remain calm. Ensure you are correctly wearing a life jacket and follow the directions of the crew to the embarkation station. Follow the stairway with the flashing lights.
They're evacuating the ship.
I've never done that before.
Never heard that before. That's the captain saying, yeah, it's become necessary to evacuate the ship. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what's going on.
Not that there's anyone bloody on there anyway.
Is that the one we came in on, or is that the docked one?
No, that's the one we came in on.
Because there's usually sort of one like
Next to.
parked. I don't know what you call it when they're.
There's some up at the top. On the top layer on the car deck.
Is that?
No, there is a couple of cars.
Oh yeah,
as
yeah.
well. There's a few cars at the bottom.
I wonder if there's an issue with one of them cars there. Ooh, that's interesting. That was all about, but they're loading the ferry up now. So it was literally less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
After the announcement, they started loading it up again. So I don't know what's going on. But that car is still there. That front car.
Yeah, so
on the top deck.
bottom deck. All the lorries and stuff on the bottom are still there as well.
That's odd.
I'm not imagining things, am I? There is generally lorries down there.
Might be lifeboats and that you can see though.
Oh, maybe. I thought it was a load of like delivery lorries. Fuck knows. Because there's like a blue box thing at the end, but I don't know if that's on the ferry or.
No, that's on the dock. Yeah.
Oh, I might be seeing.
Yeah. But there's that car on the top deck, and there's another one at the other end as well. Look. Or is that just a driven on?
That was one that's just come on.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, now, see, one of the cars that we came over with hasn't left the ferry.
Might be a staff car, maybe?
No, but they wouldn't have it taking up a space on the ferry, going backwards and forwards all day, would they? So that's a bit odd. But yeah, it was weird, because there was like the general evacuation, and the captain come on and went, it's necessary to evacuate. And then 5 minutes later, they're loading up again, so that's quite interesting.
I'm trying to look on their website.
No, they don't put things on there, but yeah. Oh, their Twitter feed might have something. I'll have a look and say. Oh, yeah. So there we go. Excitement. Good morning. It's Friday. 9:20. I'm exhausted. Absolutely cream crackered. So don't feel very well. I've got a bit of a sore throat. I was going to ring my mum and say like, oh, I'm doing my grocery shopping while I'm talking to you. You know, I was going to phone her and say, no, I'm not going to come down today. And then Carl called me and he was like, Nan's iPad's broken. So I've got to go down there now. Which just pisses me off because I'm like, I just want to stay at home where I'm not required to go anywhere, I'm not required to do anything, and I can just fucking rest, you know? You're sitting at a bit of a piss, but there we go. Battery's going flat. Lovely. I want to have some of them. You know, I just feel like I've done so much lately. I just want to stay at home. I really do. I'm so tired. I'm feeling quite close to sort of burn out, you know. is it? I do this. I go online to do my grocery shopping online, and I'm looking at it going, don't fancy that, don't fancy that, don't fancy that. No, I know I've had that before, but I don't fancy that. I end up buying Kievs and waffles, and that's about it. Or I find something that I really, really like, and I fall in love with it, and they then like stop doing it, which just pisses me right off. It really does. It just pisses me right off. And I'm like, what am I supposed to eat? Oh, I better get some chips or fries, as people in America call them. See, I mean, here in England, right, fries are like skinny, like you get in McDonald's, yeah? They're skinny, skinny. So what do you call like fat ones? Because we call like thin ones fries, but fatter ones we call chips. And what you call chips, we call crisps. Just to totally confuse you. Yeah. I've already spent £47 apparently. I'm like, oh, that's good then. What do I want? Where is the condiments? You know, ketchup and table sauces. Okay. Table sauce. I want the barbecue sauce. Why is there no barbecue sauce? I don't want sweet chili sauce. God. Go away. Noise and... You're telling me that they've stopped selling barbecue sauce? Fuck's sake. They have as well. Well, that sucks. I obviously need to go down to Morrison's down the road and just buy a shitload. I don't want Christmas stuff yet. Oh, they've got a section for air frying. What else do I need? I hate grocery shopping with a passion. I'm so tired, you guys. Fucking knackered. Gonna order chocolate, which is probably a really, really, really bad idea. But fuck it, I don't care. I'm gonna order 2 packets because I'm hungry. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this off and then go to my mum's. There are days when walking to my mum's is easy. It's, 2-minute walk. It's a 2-minute walk and it's fine. Then I can go there, I can clean and go home and clean my house and, just keep going and go. And then there are other days, like today, where I might as well be walking to London and back before the school run. London's 170 miles away, by the way, and a ferry trip. So I went down to Mum's because her iPad had stopped responding and Carl didn't know what to do. This has happened before. I think I need to wipe her iPad and start again before we try replacing it. But yeah, so I got it fixed and ordered her some new meds and got her YouTube on her telly sorted out because she'd been signed out of that as well for some weird reason, I don't know. And then I thought, I'll go to Tesco's, which is equidistant from my mum's as my house is, in a sort of triangle. So I'll go to Tesco's and get myself a treat, So I walked to Tesco's, walked back through the village, and I'm halfway between mum's and mine. left my keys at mum's. So I had to turn around and walk back down to my mum's to get my keys. That's what that noise is. So while I was there, I stole a bag to carry my shopping in. I'm now absolutely fucking knackered. I've only done about 3,000 steps, but I'm done, I'm bushed. So I'm going to go home, eat some goodies, and catch up on some wrestling, because I'm about 4 or 5 weeks behind, and I desperately need to catch up. And I think that might be what the plan over the weekend is that I catch up on my wrestling, because I'm very, very far behind. So, my back hurts. I'm really tired. That's part of me just wants to go home, strip off and just climb into my bed. But not happening. I don't like sleeping during the day, so staying asleep after the night is one thing. Half the day away is fine, but getting up, going out and going back to bed is just, I just don't like doing it anymore. I used to do it all the time when I was younger. I feel old. And decrepit today. Good morning. It is Saturday. It is, I don't know what time it is because my watch died.
She's been sleeping.
I haven't actually. I've been on my phone for ages waiting for you to come up, cuddle me.
You said I was there.
We are in bed. That's my pillow.
No, that's my pillow.
That's actually my pillow. It was given to me.
No, this is my pillow.
From my friend Gemma for when my back goes. And then, could you stop pulling the blanket? And then Callie borrowed it during her first pregnancy. And then she gave it back to me. And now this is my pillow on the other side of the bed. Why is it on the other side of the bed?
Because it's mine. It's mine.
It's not yours, it's my pillow.
It's my pillow.
I want it back.
No, mine. Get off.
Child, get off. I want my blanket as well. Get off.
No. Oh.
Oh, dog's awake now as well. I don't feel great. I've got a bit of a sore throat today. So what are we doing today, Daryl?
Absolutely nothing.
Apparently we're doing nothing all day long. We're going to stay in bed.
No.
No?
We go downstairs.
Why are we going downstairs then?
Because I want to.
Oh, he's got cold feet. Oh, get your feet off my bum. That's cold. He's got extremely cold feet and he's like...
Cold feet!
God. Hi.
Hey. Goodbye.
So, yeah, apparently we're not doing anything, which is good. I think I'm going to watch some wrestling.
No, you're going to sit with
I'm
me.
not sitting in the lounge watching, like, that crap that you watch. I'm going to watch some wrestling.
No, you're going to sit with me.
No, I'm not.
Give me a hug.
No.
Yeah.
No, what he means is sit there doing nothing while he plays on the PlayStation or the iPad.
I desire hugs.
You can have hugs. You just come and get them in the other room.
But then I would say...
Nakedness. Well, you could put some clothes on then, can't you?
No.
Daryl's one of those children that adores being naked. I will find you. So, yeah, not a lot planned for today. I've got my shopping delivery coming later. Can you believe this? I ordered... No, because you've got nothing on. You can't have nakedness on the internet.
No.
Yeah, I did my grocery shopping yesterday. I ordered loads of water for school.
Yay!
And they're out of stock.
Aww.
So, boop. I'm going to have to go to the other branch. The annoying thing is, right, is I order from a store called Iceland here in the UK. It's a frozen grocery store. That's what they do. They sell frozen goods. And they've got like another store called the Food Warehouse, and it's exactly the same store. You can use your store card in there and all of that lot, and it sort of seems to sell more in bulk items. Like when I buy bottles of flavoured water from Iceland, you get individual bottles. You can go into the Food Warehouse and buy an entire 9-bottle crate or packet, what it comes all wrapped in.
You are not.
And Iceland were doing this offer. If you buy 2 for, a reduced amount, than if you buy 2 ones, if you get what I mean. One bottle might be £1.20, but 2 bottles for £2 kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a sec. So I bought 8 bottles, which is the maximum they will allow you, even though you can go in Food Warehouse and buy 9, which is really weird. And I get an email this morning, 7 bottles out of stock. So I'm like, fuck's sake. So I'm still going to have to go to Food Warehouse. It's just really annoying. And their website's so shit now. Half the stuff I used to get, I can't get online anymore. So I think in future I'm just going to go to Food Warehouse. Hello. Are you covered up now? You rudy doodies.
Bye.
Bye. Oh dear. So, dog's got back in bed. Got your...
No, this is mine.
Yeah, no, this hand is mine now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess that's what I'll be doing on Mondays, going shopping. Hopefully they send at least 1 bottle, but it's just annoying.
Squeeze.
Oh, squeezy. What else? Got Mum's iPad fixed yesterday. It does this thing where the screen light stops responding.
Yeah.
And it's just black, and she can't get it to respond. And it's still on because when you plug it in, it goes boom. So I've discovered simply just rebooting it. So what I'm going to do is wipe it and see if that stops this happening, because it's the second time this has happened. So I'm going to wipe it and just install the bare essentials for her, because all she really needs on it is FaceTime and the games that she can see on it. And that's about it, really. She doesn't... Oh, and YouTube, because she sometimes watches YouTube on it, even though she's got YouTube on her telly. Smack your bum. Tickly legs. Yeah. So she's had the iPad for, gosh, 5 years or so. And it's probably got a lot of crap on it that she doesn't really need. So I'm gonna wipe it and reset it and update all the software, and then put on just what she does need and see if that solves the problem. So yeah,
You need to hold the hand.
this hand is mine. Grr. Do you love me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, mate. Jerk. We go to sleep now?
No,
Why?
because it's not night time.
Oh, my grandson now goes boop. So he'll come out and he'll go boop boop. And it's so cute. He goes around booping everybody.
He beeps me the most.
He does boop you quite a lot, doesn't he? He boops me a lot as well. So it's cute. He's starting to we're getting a lot more in the way of words and things now. He started. Apparently, he spent most yesterday running around going nan nan, which is really cute. And it's like he nags at Callie to call me nan nan and points at her phone. So she FaceTimes me and he just grins at me and then walks away, and that's it. That's all he wants, is to just smile at me and then walk away. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Whenever I appear, he just comes running.
He comes running, doesn't he, to smile to you as well. So I can't hear anything because you're leaning on my ear. You were leaning right on my ear and I went deaf.
I know.
You are there. You will be seen. Right, I suppose we better get up. I don't want to.
But I'm in the bed.
I know you're in the bed.
And I need something to be poking.
I'm so thirsty.
Poke it!
You have to do a test just to be on the safe side.
Poke my leg, mother.
What, that leg there? This leg? Yeah, my throat started to hurt yesterday, so which was why I wanted to play hooky from cleaning. I feel a bit crap. So, let's do a test today. Go away, horrible child. Leave me alone.
No!
You're on my hair.
Just my hair now. Just need the hair. My hair.
It's alright when it's in my bonnet, is it? He doesn't like my dreads. They irritate him.
Oh.
You can't eat my shoulder.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. No. I could go smack. Tempting. Right, we're going to get up and I'm going to go get a cup of tea and I suppose feed you some breakfast or something.
That was delicious.
Say bye, YouTube.
Bye.
So I'm going to do a quick COVID test. Just to doubly make sure I don't have the lurg. Especially as my daughter is coming over a bit later. Look away now if you don't like things going up your nose. It always makes me want to sneeze that. Give it a good stir. Break the stick. Find a little tapper. Make sure your hands are clean before you do all this, by the way. You're supposed to wait a minute before you do the drop onto the strip. And then you have a little bag to throw your contaminated waste away in. What I'm going to do is do this and then go and vacuum the house while I'm waiting for it to process, because it takes about 15 minutes and my battery's about to die. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4 drops and then you just wait apparently. So I'll come back to you a bit later. So the vacuuming is done and I am negative, yay. So I've obviously just got a sore throat, a bit run down, which is probably what it is. So yeah, my hair's in braids in case you're wondering why it looks a bit odd. I washed it yesterday, gave it really good, like I must have scrubbed it like with 3 different shampoos because I do like 1 shampoo with cheap shampoo to sort of open all the follicles, then I use my clarifying shampoo to get it really nice and clean, and then I use a conditioning shampoo to make it soft, and then I put on this is something I'm trying, tea tree premium hair oil on my scalp, and I will like run my hands down my locks afterwards to sort of spread the moisture a little bit. But I think I'll probably stick with the African Pride one that I use, A, because it smells nicer, and B, because I think it's actually cheaper than that one. That doesn't smell of anything, it's a bit depressing really, never mind. So it just smells, it doesn't even really strongly smell of tea tree, you know, which is really odd. I haven't used it a lot, I've used it sort of 2 or 3 times now, but there's no smell to it. My African Pride one's got a lovely sweet smell because it's olive oil, but the bottle is oily as fuck now, where I've sort of touched it with oily hands, so yes. So what's the plan? I need to go out and mow my lawn. I really do. It's a nice day, skies are blue, I've got laundry in the machine, and I have mushrooms growing on my lawn. So I really need to get out there and kind of mow my lawn and hack up these mushrooms with my lawnmower while I'm going, because yeah, otherwise they're just going to keep growing. And it's getting to the point now where it'll eventually be too wet, too much to mow my lawn. I don't like going out there when it's freezing cold to mow my lawn, and mowing wet grass is pointless because it just bungs your lawnmower up. So the grass is wet. I may wait a couple more hours and do it this afternoon. I figure the longer I can wait, get the grass as dry as possible. Trouble is, what I'll probably have to do is mow it but still keep it quite long, and then mow it again once the rest of the grass is dried, because it won't dry down all the way down to the ground because of the sheer length of it. I make it sound like it's a fucking meadow growing. So, plans for today. Well, I don't really have any. I'm going to hang the laundry out in a minute, and then I'm probably just going to sit and watch wrestling. I did discover I'd set up my brand new 2023 planner the other day, and I was really, really, really pleased with it. And I kept going in and looking at it, and I've even put some dates in there and, you know, all that kind of thing. Like, I was really pleased with it. And then I suddenly realised last night I hadn't put any of my trackers in there, because I've moved a few of my trackers to sort of daytime. So my sleep tracker, my pain tracker and my tarot tracker are now in the dailies. But I forgot to add my habits and my chores trackers in. And I was really confused because I remember creating them, but I couldn't find it. So I went and I created all new ones, and then I found it and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I wasted like 2 hours last night recreating new trackers, and I'm a bit annoyed really. So I'm sort of like, what shall I do? And I think I might, because I transferred the individual pages over and added them into my 2023 planner, but the links no longer work, or the links on those specific pages. Now it's just 3 pages a month. And it's just on the chores trackers. The weekly links, the monthly links, all the other links work, just when I'm not on those specific pages. So if I'm on my habit tracker or my chores trackers, all the links that I've got won't work because they were set up in a different book. So there's 2 things I can do. I can either live with it for a whole year, or I can say fuck it, pull up a new book with all complete links, and then transfer all my shit over. To be honest, I don't often jump from my chores pages to anywhere else in my journal, so I'm kind of thinking I might just leave it. No, after dinner I told you. No. So I may just leave it. I don't know. I mean, there's a few little things that are wrong in my new tracker. Like, I set up this link, and the idea was that you would be able to go back to the page you were previously viewing, but for some reason it's not working in Keynote, and I don't know why, which is a bit annoying, but that's just one of them things, isn't it? I don't know why it's not working. I've tried to make it work, but it just won't. It just doesn't do anything. It just goes to the next page. So I'm a bit annoyed about that, but not really much I can do about it. I can't figure out how to make it work. But that's the only thing, really. It's like, I mean, I could go back in, make it all look gorgeous and normal, and maybe even put it up for sale. I don't know. But Etsy takes so much of your money. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't really know where else to sell it. So, or how much to sell it for. Yeah, whatever. On Sunday, I have a cracking head. Really bad headache. Okay, so I've had my braids in for 2 days. I'm going to take them down today. Not right now, a little bit later on. So the first thing I do on takedown day is spray them to just moisturise them because they weren't sprayed yesterday, but it's also just to add a little bit of extra fix to the wave. I might have scored a hood dryer for 20 quid, a Babyliss one. I hope it's good. It's only local, it's about a mile away, but the woman's not back until Tuesday, she said, so she's going to give me a buzz on Tuesday and I can go down and get it. I'll insist on seeing it working first, but if oh god, my head hurts. If it's you know, if it's in full working order, I might look at getting some perm rods and having a go at that, because I was watching a Shay on YouTube and she's just cut her extensions out, which I thought was a real shame because they looked beautiful. They really did. I understand why she did it, and I'm not dissing her at all. You know, I've been sort of following what she's been saying about, apparently, like, a lot of people hate on lock extensions and all that lot, which just seems ridiculous to me, but there you go. And so she's made the decision to cut hers out to go back to her natural length, which is about sort of, you know, this kind of length. Hers are like mine, they're several different lengths, but it looked so pretty before with the extensions in, because she had some blonde in and her hair is a sort of gingery browny type colour at the moment, but she wants to sort of dye it red, I think, so that's coming anyway. And she used to put hers up in perm rods and it looked amazing. There was such a curl that I don't get with braiding. I mean, the last couple of times I've braided, it's just dropped quite quickly. I don't know whether that's due to the weight or because we're now in a damper climate due to winter. But anyway, takedown day. So, you know, this is how I look at the moment, which actually isn't too ridiculous. I've managed to go out like this. So what I do is I get either my spray with all the essential oils, or I get this one, which is mostly water. There's maybe a little bit of tea tree in here, and you can use either. And I think I'm gonna, what should I do? I think I just use the mostly water one. I don't like to put too much oil in my hair, partly because, you know, who likes oily hair, and partly because then whenever it touches my glasses, I have to clean my freaking glasses because they get oil on them. Yeah, which is, it's just not pretty. So, spraying the hair. First and foremost, take glasses off because they'll get wet otherwise. And then you just want to get it wet. It doesn't have to be absolutely soaking. Imagine you've just been out in the rain quick, you know. And I discovered about braiding locks, funny enough, not through YouTube, but one time when I went out and I was wearing my hair down and I'd been to see Stuart, and now what I'm doing is just, you know, encouraging the moisture through the locks, or through the braids, just mainly so it doesn't drip straight off. Yeah, I'd been to see Stuart and I used to at the time braid just my top section back. A, it used to help cover the white, and B, it used to just keep it off my face because I hated it on my face. I still do really to a point. And I was on my way home one day and it rained and I didn't think anything of it, you know. I tend to ignore the rain a lot. And the next day, the next day it was, I left it in the braid all night, which I don't normally do, but the next day I took the braid down and I had this lovely crinkly braid and I was like, oh, look at that, I wonder if I could do that to my entire head, and I just didn't do it again. Anyway, if you live near an Asda, go to Asda because they have these fucking cool mugs. This is a Cruella de Vil one. Can you see it? It says happy hair raising Halloween. Can you see Cruella? Oh, the light's reflecting, but it's so cool. There's also a Maleficent one. Callie got herself one, but when she went back to get me this one, the Maleficent one had run out, so she's hoping to see one. Like, she's going to keep an eye out every time she goes in. She's hoping to grab me another one, and she thinks there may be an Ursula one, but they haven't seen them in our store. So yeah, Asda guys, and look at it. It's a fucking decent sized mug, and it's got a decent sized handle, You know, a lot of times you buy a mug and it might be a decent size, but it's got a pissy little handle. So yeah, my lips have been bleeding. I breathe through my mouth when I sleep, so I get like a yucky build up. It's nice to have my tea in that in the mornings, and it holds the heat quite well, which is cool. So anyway, yeah, I've been fighting this headache since yesterday. It's not quite a migraine, but it wants to be, and I just like, I don't want a migraine. I managed to get through the day yesterday. I managed to mow the lawn, kill the mushrooms that were growing, or, you know, at least chop them down. So I mowed the lawn, I did a load of laundry, got that out, dried and back in and folded. Go me. And I vacuumed throughout downstairs, so I feel quite accomplished. If I can shake this head, I've taken some painkillers, so hopefully they'll work. I want to have a go at contouring, because I bought a contour stick in TK Maxx the other day, and this is by Masauda Milano, and it says it's a cover stick foundation, but this is what a lot of people seem to use, this kind of thing for contouring. So I'm going to watch like 3,000 videos, and then I'm going to have a go at it a bit later on if my head stops hurting. And yeah, basically do a face, not for any reason, I'm not going anywhere, just why not. Yeah, see if I can do it with contour and see what that's like. I know I've sort of got to go under my cheek, but do I go at that angle or that type of angle? I think it's more that kind of angle from ear to mouth, and then down the sides of the nose. I know that much, and then a little bit up here, isn't it? I'm just not sure. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is wait for this to dry. I'm going to sit and watch a little bit of wrestling, and yeah, that's about it really. If this doesn't go well, I'll have to go back to bed, which I hate doing. We'll see. We'll see. I'm actually a little bit hungry, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. I'd love to clear up my office, but I just cannot be bothered. I might ask Callie to come and help me, because she says my office bugs her. So yeah, right, I'm going to do my bit of planning for the day, and then yeah, get on and watch some wrestling. So I will see you later on. Okay, it's been a couple of hours since I last took painkillers. My head's getting worse, so I think it's not going to be a makeup day today. I'm tempted to take the braids down now, though. My head is cracking. So yeah, I don't know, I might take the braids down later, I might not. I might do it now actually, just because. But yeah, I'm not going to be playing with makeup today because I'm in too much pain. Might even shut my curtains because that might help. I don't know. Darryl says go back to bed, bless him. Which I may end up doing, so we'll see. We'll see. I love how my hair looks after it's been braided. It's got so much more body, so much. It just looks so thick, you know. Hang on, just look at that. All of that hair. I just wish it held the curl, you know. I also wish it looked thicker on top. I've been tempted to try Liz Kidder's, like, adding in loose hair to see whether that would make it look bulkier, but I don't know if I could handle having the loose hair or whether it would drive me mad. So need to think of some hairstyles that I would eliminate the flatness on top, and B, would cover up when my new growth is coming through, because that just adds to the whole look of, you know, mess. So I've had to shut my curtains slightly because the houses opposite are white and the sun's shining off of them, and it's making my head really hurt. So yeah, I feel awful, really bad. I don't know, I might try eating something and see if that helps. If not, I'm going to have to go to bed, I think. So about an hour ago, Daryl sent me to bed. I've had a doze, but I'm cold. I just feel cold now. My head is absolutely awful. In for a bad night, I think. I have to cancel Carl coming over as well. God, yeah. It's like, oh, right across there. Oh. Anyway, better get up and feed the boy.